Yo guys, this is HakminePiece mod for Minecraft. It's this is a one-piece mod for Minecraft called sweet Jesus. Hey guys, this is a HakminePiece mod called God damn it. This is a one-piece mod called HakminePiece from Minecraft, or it's on Minecraft. It's too many fucking words. This is a one-piece mod for Minecraft called HakminePiece. It's pretty cool. It's got really sick moves and abilities. Got devil fruits. You're able. There's a crew system.
私、仲間になっていいですか？
あ、いいぞ。
さらっと入った。
There's raids.
みんな、他は任せる。援護頼む。俺はカイドウをぶっ倒しに行く。
If you look in the top right, there's freaking you see we're in the East Blue. There's all the different locations. It's pretty sick. Well, all the different like seas. There's not really you know, not like all the islands and stuff, but there's like the East Blue, the West Blue. There's the Grand Line New World. There's even the Red Line. Here, we'll look at the map real fast. So you see we got the big red line right here. So yeah, we got the red line back there. If you go down that way far enough, you'll hit the Grand Line eventually, and then if you travel along the Grand Line far enough, you'll hit the Grand Line New World, and that's where you're gonna find all your strongest opponents. It's over there. East Blue is just it's people from the East Blue. The mobs will spawn where they normally spawn, like from the show. In that area. Let me just get rid of those guys real fast. There we go. Give them a little hockey blast. Yeah, so when you first spawn in, what you'll start with is you'll go. Let me grab all the starter gear. So you'll get one of these skill changers, you'll get a raid flag, and you will get the compasses. Doesn't look like they have them as like a thing you can grab right here, but when you first spawn in, you will have a compass pointing towards all the different locations. One for the East Blue, one for the New World, one for just the Grand Line. You'll spawn with a bunch of compasses pointing to those locations in your inventory, so you'll have those also. But then you'll have these two things, and so what you want to do when you first start in is you want to pick a skill, right? And you want to pick a skill set, and they have a bunch of different skill sets on here for a bunch of different characters. Very cool. Down here is a button for an add-on that adds even more characters. These ones aren't quite as fleshed out as the main mod characters, but they're still very cool. My personal favorite, probably Zoro and his 3-sword style. Very sick, because you can also use 1-sword style or 2-sword style and then 3-sword style. Very cool. Garp in all his punchy gloriousness is also very fun, very cool moveset. I'll show you a little bit of Garp's stuff. And so when you click on a moveset, you're gonna get all their weapons and armor. The armor in this mod doesn't really do anything, it's just for cosmetics. It just looks cool. But they're gonna give you that. And Garp's weapon is his fist, so he doesn't give you a weapon with Garp's abilities. But if you were to pick, say, Zoro, it would give you 3 of his swords. I believe it gives you Enma, Wado Ichimonji, and one other one. One of his cursed swords. I forget what it's called. But it'll give you all 3 of those. And then if you pick Kaido, you'll get his mace. Stuff like that. But if you pick Garp, you get his moves here. See, Galaxy Impact. They got that. Hero's Fist is more based off of like Kobe's punching the island hand. Just pretty sick. I'll use it on the flag here. You'll see how powerful it is. Whoa. Heck yeah, eat that. Straw hat. Then you got Galaxy Divide. Now this one gonna cut a hole straight through it. Charge it up. Yeah. Oh yeah. Punched it good. And then we have the glorious. I don't want to destroy the whole ship actually, because this move will destroy quite a bit. So we'll go over here real fast. And you have stuff like Garp's Galaxy Impact. Very sick. Very sick. Whoa. And then some moves even have the ability, like Garp's Hero's Fist, have the ability to do like really strong like hockey clashes with opponents. I think I have a clip of me and my buddy doing it with Kaido's moveset, and I was using Kaido's moveset and he uses Roger's moveset, Pirate King, and we do a clash and it looks so cool.
Okay.
Alright, this is the one. There we go! It's so sick! Yeah! It's so fucking cool, bro. I love that. Buttons. So let's see what the buttons do. So there are, so you got the ones to scroll through your moves. You got the ones to, you know, actually use your moves. Yeah. All that fun stuff. And then on the bottom right there, you see you have those 3 other buttons. The H one, that's just your Conqueror's Hockey. If you don't have it unlocked, it won't do anything. But if you have it unlocked, you know, you can shoot out Conqueror's Hockey. It gives you a buff, a Conqueror's Hockey buff, which just makes your attacks do more damage. It's like having Conqueror's Coating. Getting Conqueror Hockey just kind of gives you that. And then you have N, which if you have a Devil Fruit, that gives you a transformation, or some of the characters' skills have transformations, like Sanji and Zoro have transformations. I believe that's it out of these characters' transformations, but then a bunch of the Devil Fruits, like the Zoan Devil Fruits, have transformations also, and you get N, or whatever button you set to that, to transform. And then J is to start your crew. And crews are pretty cool because in this game, because you can recruit any NPC or other players. And by recruiting, and like the NPCs in this game are crazy. There's Kaido, there's Whitebeard, there's the Pirate King, there's all the NPCs that you could think about. They have literally almost everyone in the show, which is impressive. Not almost everyone, but they have a lot. They have a lot of characters that if they did like anything in the show, they're probably in this mod. And so you can find them in the wild while playing the mod, and you can recruit them. If they're weaker than you, but they have to be like way weaker than you to recruit them. If they're kind of on the same level or stronger than you, then you will have to beat them into having low health, and then you can recruit them. So that's how that works. And also something to keep in mind is when you're in a crew with, say, your buddies and you're playing it with other players, the captain of the crew does get more bounty than the members of the crew. So all the crew members will get debuffs to their bounty gain as you play. So that's something to keep in mind when having a crew set up. This is for the HakminePiece add-on thing. It also gives you an organization changer where you can pick, you know, what organization you want to be a part of. And then after you have made your crew with J, it'll pop up a little name thing and you can name it. I've named mine the Breakfast Pirates. You can set them to be aggressive, neutral, or friendly. Neutral will, they won't attack people unless you attack them or they attack you. Aggressive, they'll hit anything nearby. And friendly, they won't touch anything. And even if it attacks you, I'm pretty sure they still won't do nothing. So you can have that. You can have them accompany you, or they can just wander around. And convene, I'm pretty sure, like if your teammate, if they're far away, convene will make them teleport straight to you. And then of course you can leave the team and just, you know, get rid of it. And then it even has the total, it even shows the total bounty for your whole crew. So say I had another crew member that also had 3 billion bounty, we would have, the total bounty would be 6 billion as a crew. So that keeps track of all that, which is cool. So yeah, and then something else you spawn with is the raid flag. I guess I'll explain raids now. So raids are a very fun mechanic in this game. They happen periodically, and it's basically the fights that happen from the One Piece story. The first raid that will happen in the East Blue is the bandits that like attacked Shanks and Luffy when he was a kid and he ate his devil fruit. Though that's the first raid, and it's pretty easy. It's just a couple of low-level bandits. And then the next raid, I believe, is Alvida. And then like it goes on until at the next raid will go on to the next fight and the next fight. Once you get to the Grand Line, you'll start getting fights that happened in the Grand Line as raids. And then when you get to the New World, you'll start getting fights that happened in the New World as raids, saying fighting Kaido's crew and fighting they even have, I believe the last raid they have right now is the Egghead is an Egghead battle where a bunch of Marines come and attack you, and Kizaru's like the boss for that raid. So that one's really fun. A bunch of vice admirals come to fight you on that one. And then I think in the Grand Line, in the normal Grand Line, there's a raid for the Marineford War. And let's just say Whitebeard has like all of his crew members, so it goes pretty crazy. If you go to the pirates spawn eggs, see all these white things? Yeah, so we got Whitebeard here, young Whitebeard and old Whitebeard, and then we got all his division commanders. All 15 of them. And they will all spawn with him. So yeah, if you're gonna try to take down Whitebeard, it's pretty crazy. And then on top of that, in the Marineford raid, you also get all the Marines that spawn, and you know, you got all the admirals. You got Garp. You're gonna have Sengoku. And I think that one has the main 3 admirals: Aokichi, Kizaru, and Akainu. You know, very very scary stuff. They even have the S-Hawk and S-Bear and stuff in here. Now for devil fruits. Let's take a look at the devil fruits.
やけ食いかルビー。
おいらい。
お前何食べてる？その箱か。その箱の中のものを食べたのか。吐け。今すぐ吐け。貴様ら全部。
何すんだよジャックス。
These are the devil fruits they have in the game right now. They got quite a few of them. They have this one really nice devil fruit, which I don't believe you can get in survival. I think it's only you can only get it in creative, but it's a void fruit, and eating it will just delete the fruit that you've already eaten. So that's nice. And then you can eat another fruit, but just a nice quality of life thing. But then you got the gum fruit, you got the kilo, bomb, all that fun stuff, the magma fruit. You got some pretty cool ones here. I'm pretty sure the strongest one right now is the rumble fruit. It's got some pretty crazy moves. They even have Kaido's dragon fruit, and the thing with his fruit right now is that it only has its hybrid form, that you can't transform into his full dragon form at the moment. It still does have a bunch of moves that come with it, like its blast breath and stuff. However, the NPC for Kaido, his spawn egg, like if you spawn him in and you fight him, he can turn into a dragon, so you be careful with that when you're fighting Kaido and his crew. Kaido can turn into a dragon, and at the moment, Kaido is the strongest NPC in the game. So if you're looking for the final boss battle, it is him. And with the devil fruits, like I said, like there are Zoan types and that have transformations. To do that, you hit N. Oh yeah, and then when you do eat one, this is important. When you do eat a devil fruit, you'll have to switch you have to switch your movesets to use your double fruit moves. So if I scroll through my moves, I still have Garp's moveset, Galaxy Divide, Galaxy Impact, all that fun stuff. But then I have that new button at the bottom. If I hit C, it changes to my devil fruit moves, and I have Gum Gum Pistol and Gum Gum Gatling, all that fun stuff. And then the Gum Gum fruit, of course, has its. You hit N, you can transform into Gear 2. Hit Jet Gatlin. Very fun, very cool. And then he does have Gear 3 also, but that's it. But the HakminePiece add-on does add Gear 5, which is interesting. So so Luffy does have that, but this is just from the HakminePiece thing. If you just get the base mod, this is not in it. It's just has Gear 2 and 3, but with this one you get Luffy. It's Gear 5, which is pretty sick. It even has like a couple extra moves, like Gum Gum Lightning. It just throws a lightning bolt down. When he sprints, he gets the freaking goofy ass run. It's so funny. And then I reach my peak. I think it's just like that cool punch he does on Kaido, like with Yamato or something. This is just like a crazy fire punch thing. And then Bangarang Gun. Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty fun. You can do it like right over these guys. Yeah. The weapons, we gotta look at some weapons. So the weapons are pretty cool. They all have, not all of them, but a lot of them have abilities with them. Some of them, a lot of them are like moves, like you have a sweeping attack, like with this guy. There's a little two-part slash thing there. So that's pretty cool. These things don't do anything. This is the one ability I'm not quite sure what it does. Law's Sword has a death evasion plus 30%. I don't know what that means, but it's a thing. Metal Bat has like a charged attack. If you take his cat claws, you can just straight up use his move. It's trying to put the Conqueror's Haki on the weapon, but the weapon doesn't go that way. You need 2 of them, maybe? Huh, that one doesn't, this one's move doesn't work. Interesting. But, I don't know. These ones make Thunder Bagua do more damage because they're Kaido's thing. Zoro's sword makes, it's basically the Lion Song move. It's just one sword dash move. It does the more damage. Stuff like Enma will have like debuffs along with its buffs, so it has more energy cost along with giving you more slash damage. But if you have Odin's other sword, it takes away the energy cost, so you know you can pair those up if you're playing Odin. The Kentetsu swords, they give you a debuff on your health because you know you're cursed or whatever, but you know more slashing damage, so that's cool. Mihawk's sword has a counter. Griffin and Ace, Rogers, and Shanks' swords they just like shoot out hockey when you right click them. Very cool, very cool. Ryu sword has like a dash thing to it. They're very cool. Probably one of my more favorite abilities. It's just you can just dash real fast, and then if you sneaking right click, it's a little dash attack. So that's pretty sick. Pretty sick, pretty sick. When you got Ace here. Boosh. Just hockey blast everyone around you. Yeah, eat that, buddy. And then they have a bunch of different armors, you know, for a bunch of different characters. If the NPC's in here, then they have armor for them that you can acquire and wear. Even a bunch of characters that aren't in here, like Yonji's clothes. I don't know why his clothes are in here, but they're here. Got all the admirals, you know, very cool. None of the armor does any. You can enchant it if you want, so you can give it like protection and stuff, so that does help. But and it is indestructible, so enchanting it is pretty smart. But it doesn't give you any armor. It's just clothing. So yeah, that's HakminePiece for you. Make sure you, if you playing it, try to get that HakminePiece add-on for it too. It adds a bunch of cool stuff. If you see just above my like armor thing there, I have these like stat things. HakminePiece add-on also adds the ability to turn off and on your armament hockey. Normally it is just always on, and there's no like, it doesn't look like anything. You just have a buff on here for armament hockey, but with the HakminePiece add-on, it makes it so you hit G to turn on your hockey, and then it shows up on your arms and stuff, which is very cool. And if you hit, I believe it's L? No. I? No. K? No. U? No. O? It's O. Okay. So if you're, I just say 14, I don't know. But so if you're playing like a Zoro or like someone that's using swords, or like say Shanks, you're gonna have a scabbard, so you can turn that off or on. This whole menu thing is from the HakminePiece thing. Or Ryuo, you can turn that off and on with your hockey. So if I turn that off, and now you see my hockey's just the common black hockey, but my level of hockey is still 10, so the showing Ryuo or not doesn't affect your damage, I'm fairly certain. But it's just a cosmetic thing. So you can have it look like this, or have it look like this, whatever you're fiending for. Yeah. So, you know, pretty cool stuff. And then it also, those other two things under the hockey on and off thing, is you have Geppo. Once you get strong enough, you can just hit space repeatedly to use Geppo, which 5 times, or yeah, I think that's 5, and then it's got to reset just by landing real fast, and it resets. And then the other thing is a dash. You have like Soru that you can use. Here, let me. Yeah, so that's pretty sick. Come get him. See, my armament hockey's too strong. They can't even do damage to me. He actually did like do a little punch on me, so he's like almost strong enough to damage me, but not quite. Come get me. Pretty sick, pretty sick. Alright, now I'm gonna go fight Kaido to end the video off. Time to kick some ass. out to me. That was a big attack. Blast breath, that hurt. Okay, I gotta stop messing around. Oh, we're clapping! Oh, it's so sick! Ow! Fuck out of here with that Kaido! Oh, you tried to do it again. Oh shit. You're 3. You're 4. You're 5. We ain't done yet, buddy. Yeah, get locked back in. We ain't done. Down rocket. Gum gum lightning. Strong. Yeah. Ain't that? Bro, Kaido's so strong. But anyway, very fun mod. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.